Hey guys, what's going on here? It's Brian by the Creek, and I'm going to bring you guys another episode. This is a different episode of a new series I'll be starting. This is not a continuation of my Siege videos, which, sorry for the Siege spam lately. I'm going to be doing a achievement video, or a strategy for an achievement in Rainbow Six Siege that some of you watching this video may have problems with. This achievement, the name is Camper, and let me go ahead and read it aloud. The objective is to successfully complete and defend game mode, any defend game mode 100 times in Terrorist Hunt. Okay, so basically what they're saying is you have to go to Terrorist Hunt, you have to win 100 defense type of, so if you play like a casual match, you have your attacking round, your defending round. Well, if you get the defending version of Terrorist Hunt, you have to win that 100 times to get this achievement. Now, I'm going to show you guys, I did grind this a little bit. I'm actually going to turn on the achievement tracker just so you guys can see my progression. I don't know if it'll show up for you guys, but it does for me. Basically, I'm going to start off with what I recommend here. This is not the best ever way possible, because I'm sure there is a couple strategies better here. But you're going to go to your settings. No idea if you play PC, PS4, or Xbox One. I am playing Xbox One, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button. And you're going to go up here to the settings, and it's going to be under gameplay, which would be the first one. You want to hit down once to matchmaking preferences, and you're going to select matchmaking preferences. This is multiplayer, you see right here. Well, you're going to keep scrolling down. You don't really mess with your multiplayer settings much for this. So right here we have your core Terrorist Hunt game modes. You have Terrorist Hunt Classic, you have Extract Hostage, Protect Hostage, and Disarm Bomb. Well, this achievement is about completing defense. Terrorist Hunt Classic, Extract Hostage, and Disarm Bomb are all attacking. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn those off and leave Protect Hostage on. That way you only get defense when you're playing Terrorist Hunt. Well, for what I do anyways. By the way, guys, Lone Wolf is the way to go. It's a lot easier. Anyways, you're going to go down to your map preferences. And basically you're going to pick a map that you do the best on in Terrorist Hunt. And everything else is just going to go off. That way you always get that map. And you can just go through easy rounds, and it's just a really easy strategy. Now, this is a time-consuming achievement, and it does take time to complete it. Now, with this strategy, it does speed it up a little bit. That's why I'm trying to show this to you guys. This achievement is meant to take a long time to complete. It's meant to be completed over 100 matches minimum. That's if you win 100 defending matches. That's when you get it. And that's 100 defending matches in a row, if you win them all. But most likely you're not going to win every defending match you play. So, basically, like I said, the only game mode, or the only objective you really want is Protect Hostage. Everything has to go off but Protect Hostage. Otherwise, you might have to attack, and if you attack and win or lose, it doesn't count towards the achievement. Then set to whatever map you would like. I prefer Presidential Plane with the meeting room. I prefer it. It's a lot easier. The bank is nice. And house is not too bad if you do the laundry room. So there's a couple recommendations there. Bartlett University is not bad either. Alright, guys. So I was just figured I'd show you guys the preferences. Anyways, in order for your matchmaking preferences to work 100%, to make sure they work always, you have to, I don't know if like I said, I don't know if you're playing on console or PC when you're watching this video, but under Terrorist Hunt, when you click on it, it'll show type. And right now, I'm selected at matchmaking. And matchmaking is where I find other people in the world to play Terrorist Hunt with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to Lone Wolf, where I'm either on my own or squad only. By the way, guys, it is easier to do this on your own. I will explain that when I get in the game. So there's that right there to let you guys know. I'm playing on my own. It's a lot easier on your own. But basically, you're trying to win 100 defending rounds. You want to get it quick. You want to try to get it as quick as possible. The best thing to do is go on normal. Normal's not a challenge. And, well, not hard isn't really either, but the entire purpose of getting the achievement quickly is to blow through rounds and matches. You want to ensure you win, and you want to make sure it's quick. So you want to do normal. So I'm going to go ahead and hit normal here. And as you see, I get presidential plane, normal, protect hostage, terrorist hunt. I'm on my own. This guaranteed it'll work every time. Now this is also a good opportunity if you get any Ubisoft Club challenges or if you get any regular challenges to complete. You complete them in terrorist hunt, just do it like this. It is really easy and I recommend it. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick Tachanka for the Spetsnaz, and then you want to go meeting room if you're playing presidential plane. I highly recommend it. You get infinite reinforced walls, so I would take that to your advantage and just completely go insane on reinforcing the room. Now I will play 1 or 2 matches, maybe 3, because this is kind of a achievement video, so I don't want to sit here for 57 matches to show you I got the achievement. I just want to show you guys an easy way. I don't want to say this is the easiest way, because I bet there's somebody out there that's found a better way than this, but I highly recommend this. I found this on my own, just in the spare time. As you guys can probably see, I don't know if you can, but with my achievement hunter on, I'm a little above 50%. I kind of wanted to grind on my own to see what was the best way to do this, and I found this way really useful, so I figured maybe I would upload this to YouTube to help you guys out if you're having problems with this, or if it's just too time consuming, like just too much, too long. So I figured maybe I'd try to shorten your time playing Terrorist Hunt, especially if you don't really like playing Terrorist Hunt, but you want to collect all the achievements, for example. This is definitely a good way to go. Like I said, guys, normal is the easiest difficulty in Terrorist Hunt, obviously. And if you do it, it's easy, and it's not really interesting if you want to buff up the difficulty to make it interesting. But basically, you're just going to blow through rounds because it's, it's normal difficulty. It's not difficult. And there's not as much enemies. It's just easy, really. But you kind of want that because your main goal is to win, and you want to win fast. That way, you can get those 100 wins a little bit faster. Like I said, guys, if you play normal Lone Wolf, which I'm not going to say this is for everything on normal, but you get infinite refills as far as I'm aware, at least on this map. So what I do is I would use that to your advantage, and every round try to get 2 reinforced walls in, or maybe 3 if you're feeling a little risky. That way your room is nice and reinforced. They can't actually assault you from many positions, and they can't do much about the walls. They can't shoot through them, they can't breach them unless they have an exothermic charge, which I believe is only on hard and realistic difficulty. The good idea of choosing presidential plane meeting room is because there is only one door. So if I reinforce all of this, then they can't get in unless they go through the door, and if I camp this door, then they can't enter. So it's good. That way you don't have to look at multiple openings in order to defend the hostage, because there's 2 objectives in the defend hostage. One, you have to keep the hostage alive, and the second one, you have to keep yourself alive. So you want to be able to do those both by giving yourself the most protection as possible and making as much openings closed as possible, if that makes sense. As you guys can see, this is very easy. I'm not actually trying right now. I'm talking. I'm not focusing on the game. So just, I probably wouldn't have lost as much health, and you would blow through rounds a lot faster than I am right now. Like I said, guys, this probably isn't the fastest way ever found in Siege. I just personally think this is at least one of the fastest ways possible. You don't have to follow this. This is just a recommendation to help you guys out. because I don't know if you do have problems with this challenge. I know it's very annoying and time consuming, so I figured maybe it would just be a little easier on you guys if I showed you a quick strategy. I'm not really gonna mess around with that turret there. Refill as much as possible. Your gun doesn't have as much ammo as you think, so plus you have infinite refills. Why not? Now, I'm not too sure on hard or realistic if you have infinite refills. I'm pretty sure you do not. So, on hard, it's going to be a lot more difficult to win. You have to conserve your ammo and your reinforced walls, plus your refills. So, I recommend doing normal. Obviously, I've said that a million times now. But that's just what I do. If you're on hard or realistic, just be aware that it is not the same as what I'm playing on, and you probably won't have infinite refills, which is really useful if you can just sit there and spray. So I'm just figured I'd throw that out there since this is an achievement video, try to give you guys as much information as possible. The achievement and about the terrorist hunt game mode. Like I said, guys, I'm not really trying here, so if I take a lot of damage, it's obviously not intentional, but it's not because I'm not focusing. I'm just not. Also, if you play this long enough, or if you have season pass or anything like that, this is a really good way to get a renown, since it's a time consuming and you have to play at a minimum of 100 matches. This is a good way to get renown, considering you. I did not mean to do that. Since you can just play 100 matches of this, you have to at minimum. Like I said, that's minimum, meaning you have to win 100 matches exactly in order to be at minimum. So most likely you're not going to win 100 matches and not lose a single one. Most likely you're going to lose one or two every like 20 matches. I'm not going to do an exact ratio. That would require me to do a little bit of research, and I'm not going to do that in this video. And since this video is already being made, there's no point in doing the research. Let's go ahead and get rid of this bomber here. The bomber's kind of easy. No big deal. I did not think he would actually survive my turret. That's right, though. It's no big deal. As you can tell, I died. Like I said, I'm not really paying attention here. If you fail, it's not really a big deal. You don't have to worry about getting attacking again. Like I said, if you change your matchmaking preferences, because then you can just easily just change your match, you know, just back out or just hit retry. Since your matchmaking preferences are changed to what you want, you can easily just go back in and try again. Obviously, like I said, you're not going to win every single time. If you do, then wow, you're good at Terrorist Hunt. I'm not good at Terrorist Hunt. I don't really play it. I'm more of the multiplayer fan. I also recommend don't pick Caveira, because she doesn't down terrorist, and her entire interrogation stealth mode is practically pointless. I'm gonna go ahead and go meeting room. I could show you guys the other rooms, but just for the sake of this video, I'm only gonna show you the meeting room, and I'm only gonna try. I'll complete 2 matches, and that's about it, to show that the achievement tracker does work, and it is helpful with the progression. Since you're playing Terrorist Hunt, it's blocking the screen. By the way, mine's on the bottom right corner. You can change it. It's usually in top left. It's not really anything to worry about, because, I mean, yes, it's taking up screen, but you're playing Terrorist Hunt, and it's on normal difficulty, so there's not too much to have to pay attention to. There's not much you're missing. Mainly, it's just interfering with your ammo, how much you have, but that's not really a big deal either. You can still see it. The transparency, sorry, isn't 100% or like 0% or anything like that, so you can still see the achievement tracker, but you can also still see the ammo and all that stuff at that part of the screen. I believe you can change the transparency. Sorry if I'm butchering that word at all. That tends to happen a little bit. So, yeah. Like I said, guys, I know I've said this a million times. This is by far the best way I've found And I've been doing this for quite a while, if you can see the achievement tracker, and if you can't, I probably have about 50, 60 matches won. Like, I've won 60, 70 50 matches in Terrorist Hunt. So I've done a little bit of research. I haven't done this way the entire time. I've been doing different tactics. I've tried different matchmaking preferences and all kind of things like that. But this just seems like the best way to go. If you do get friends in here, you do tend to kill the terrorists a lot quicker. Also, you don't get unlimited reinforced walls, I believe. So try to keep that in mind. Also, I apologize if I just kind of stare at a wall or go beyond what I mean to. My controller analog, just see like right there, it's for some reason reacting a little differently. I think it's broken. I'm not too sure why. I don't know. I've never dropped this controller. I am using a Xbox One controller for the Xbox One console, obviously. It's the Gears of War 4 JD Phoenix Edition, by the way. It's an awesome controller. It's kind of like the original controllers. There's no real touch to them like an Elite controller or anything, but it's still really cool. It's still got a couple engravings. I'm not too sure why the analog is acting up. My left analog, anyways. Analog joystick, sorry. It's just acting up, and I don't like that, obviously. Not too sure why. Basically, it's just messing up with my movement, which actually is kind of a big deal. I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll be a while before I get a controller again, because, nothing in life is free, and I don't make money. So, I apologize if this video is a lot longer than I expected. I did not expect it to be this is probably going to be like a 25-minute video. I only expect it to be like a 18-minute video. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a sorry, I am sick. A good idea on what this entire plan idea will do for you, and kind of ease up the camper achievement. I won't do much achievement videos, mainly because I have to live stream, and with live streaming I have to actually show you the location, and that's what everybody can do. But with that, I can't just pause it and wait until I get to another location. If I do Intel and Modern Warfare Remastered, I have to go through the entire mission and then show you the location once I get to it. So that would probably be kind of annoying to you guys, and I don't want to do that. It's probably not a good idea to do that anyways. So, it's okay if they do down the hostage. The hostage does have quite a bit of bleed out time. If you do get to a predicament where they down the hostage, or if they're going to down the hostage and you're low on health, it's better to let them down the hostage, because if you're dead, you can't exactly revive them. So, yeah, try to keep that in mind. But the hostage also bleeds out, so I don't want to say be stupid about it, but don't let it get out of hand and let them overwhelm you if the hostage gets down. Otherwise, it'll get out of hand, and either the hostage will bleed out or you'll get destroyed. Because once the hostage goes down, they don't try to kill it, or sorry, them. I say them as in gender neutral, not multiple, because you can get a female hostage and a male hostage. Once they down the hostage, they don't go for the hostage anymore. They go for you. Also, if you're playing Meeting Room, be aware that these dudes do tend to sneak through the office chairs, and they might down the hostage. So just listen every now and then to see if you hear a guy or a noise of some sort. You can shoot through the chairs, so that's also a good way to get the penetration kills. And it's just shoot through the chairs. Pay attention to make sure that they're not shooting at the hostage. Otherwise, the hostage will die, and that's not good. And you lose, then you don't get your achievement. As you can see, I won that. The progression should increase right as I just saw it. For my achievement tracker, to show that this actually does work. And then once you simply finish the match, you just hit retry. And you go again, or how many times you want to. As soon as you leave Terrorist Hunt or even quit Siege, this matchmaking preferences or they don't change. So you can just keep going back to Terrorist Hunt whenever. Say if I decide to get on Overwatch, I can quit Siege, get on Overwatch, and if I decide to get on Siege later, and if I go to Terrorist Hunt, the achievement progression will obviously still be the same of what I won last time. And if I go back to Terrorist Hunt Lone Wolf, I will still have my matchmaking preferences, since you applied them and saved them. I won't do another round because it would be a kind of longer video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you found this useful or anything like that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.